All right. Happy Sunday, everyone. I know it has been a while. I have been in and out of the trading world. Life's been busy, work's been busy, but I am back. I'm going to try and do a video most days. I will not do one every day, but I'm going to be doing a video most days. Over the last couple of months, I have transitioned to a different, less trading, more investment style. So, what I've done is, with the help of Claude, I have built a 21 stock. It's called a disruptor portfolio. So I have 5 core stocks and I have 16 disruptor stocks in separate sectors. They are all sub $5 billion market cap, except maybe one or two, I believe. And these are in critical sectors: nuclear, space, AI. Basically, I'm looking for cheap companies that have 3 to 500% potential over the next 3 to 5 years. Essentially, infrastructure necessities, stocks that are critical to the infrastructure of the sector which they're in, that have a good long-term projection. So with the help of Claude, I have been building this portfolio up. I do thesis checks on every month, and I have trimmed back my trading a good amount. But what I started doing recently is I will trade the stocks in this portfolio when setups occur. So I hold these stocks long term, and then I see a daily, weekly, monthly. That's when I will attack these by same kind of style. I buy like 2 week out contracts, or I buy month out contracts. Just get in and out, make some money while you can, keep the long term holdings. So what I'm going to be doing when I make these videos is I'm going to be going just through these 21 stocks every single day. If we identify any setups, we will trade them. If we identify no setups, we will not be trading them. So let's get into it right away then. New month, so good time to kind of reassess and readjust and analyze the setups for this coming month. First up, you got Apple, 2-up week machine, strong month there, all-time highs, right at 315, no pennies. Interesting. But so again, probably not a trade. Just run through the list here. Amazon, they took the 2 week, got it to the target here. Couldn't push it all the way back in all-time highs. Maybe looking for another setup in here, maybe a 2 down, 2 up to get this going back up. But again, you have 2 up month continuation. You actually have the inside month, 2 up, 2 up. So we're going to keep our eyes on that one as well. ASPI, this one made a nice move last week, but again, no actionable daily, strong weekly. Let's check the quarterly. So you do almost have the outside quarter here. You have 1 month left to try and get this outside quarter, which would be right here. And then you would have a potential 3-2 up on the quarter there for ASPI. But again, waiting for dailies to find an entry. ASTS, rocket went boom and exploded on Friday. Not great. You had a nice run, gap down. Now you do have a nice 2 day here. You also have the 3 on the monthly here, cleaning all of these guys out. So let's see what they want to do with it. They might want to take this week 2 down, set something up 2 weekly, or they could just take this 2 day and rip it right back up and see where they want to go with it. But there's a pretty sizable gap here. See, took a gap up, closed that gap right there, filled it. Now you have another gap going the other way. See what they want to do with that there. Then you have BBAI, another one inside month to the upside. Clean that out. 3 up week, inside month to the upside. Plenty of room to come back here. Let's check that on the quarterly. Inside quarter, so potential, what do we got there? Potential inside quarter, unless I want to take it all the way up this month. I mean, you got $2.50 buck left. Potentially setting up the inside quarter back to the upside there. But again, no actionable daily. First day of the month tomorrow. We'll see how they want to open them. But you did the 3-2 week. You got a nice explosive day there. 2-up day in there. DKNG, big volume day. This thing's been stuck. Took the inside month up, failed it, but was able to hold that March high, that April high. Most of the month, as you can see, they held above it. Last of the month, you get a nice volume swing up, and you have the potential 2 daily. So you could get this 2 daily to trigger that 2 week, but this thing's got to go. Look at that stuck up in there. EVLV, inside day here. You had the big sell off the earnings, inside week to the upside. Now you have the inside day here, 3 on the monthly, but again, you open up 3, you open it up green tomorrow, you have full time frame continuity, you take that inside day to the upside, you will have FTFC green, seeing if they can take that 3 up month. Google, again, stuck here, so explosive month there in April. Tried to hold that high similar to DraftKings, unable to on the last day, falls back down. That's okay. You could have a little potential bottom of the broadening formation right here. Maybe a little something like this to start the new month. We will see. We will see. But you could have something there. You could also want them to come back and take these guys down here. Maybe get into this gap here. Get down, close it, and head back the other way. IONQ, this one's been real strong. Again, you had the 2 up month, cleaning all of these guys out here on the monthly. Fantastic move. 3 2-up week there. You had a nice 3 2-up day here. Again, you had the bounce. Comes up. Retest that last month's high. Boom. 2 day up, up, and away. KTOS, 2 down, red on the daily. But again, you have a nice monthly setup here. Comes and cleans these guys out here on the monthly. Now you've got the potential 2 month to get ripping back up into these guys. You had the inside week break up here off a huge gap. Then you had the, what's the high? 2 down daily. But again, open up green here. Take that day 2 up. You'll have full time frame continuity green and not too far to get that monthly trigger in force for this month. Lunar, real nice looking daily setup here. So you had boom, explosive month here. We talked about this a while ago, but he had the make it or break it zone, right? You had this high here, comes up, cleans here, tests it, plays with it a little bit on the weekly, 2 week, boom, up, up, and away. 2 up week here. Now you have the potential 2 daily to just keep this thing moving back into all-time highs. That's a pretty good looking setup for tomorrow. Meta inside month, you have the 2 daily potential. You had the inside week to the upside. Let's get rid of that. You had the inside week to the upside. Now you have the 2 potential daily to take that inside month to the upside here. Not too much room to go with plenty of targets. I don't know what that's for. Let's remove that one. Plenty of room up in here if it wants to push back into all-time highs. You have NNE, another nuclear name. Nuclear's had some good-looking months. OKLO and SMR, we'll get to that in a second, but good-looking months for those ones. You have the 3 on the daily. Again, took the month 2 up, was fighting this all month, but again, now we got a new month, so we'll see. Now you've got the potential, actually 3 on the daily, so if you want to take the 3 2 up daily and start pushing back up into these guys here. Let's see what that low is. Broadening formation will look something like this. There, and then want to get moving back up through these guys in here. NVDA, not great. Inside week down, but again, just like the other ones, if we open up green tomorrow, you take this 1 2 week up. If you can get this week to break here, you'll be full-time frame continuity green, and you'll have a 1 2 weekly in force, trying to push back into all-time highs here. Let's call this. Talk about the make it or break it zone. Boom. Let's get rid of that. So we need it to get back up into this pocket right here. Above here, let's get rid of this weekly. Above here, which is the relative high over the past, October? I don't even know how many months that is. 7, 8 months? 8 months, I think. Quick math. Gets above there. Tries, fails again. Now you've got this pocket here. So you want to get back up into this range, and you want to expand out of this range here. If it fails, it's probably going to the other side of this broadening formation potentially, but you want to get up into this pocket and push through this pocket here, back in all-time highs for this next move higher. OKLO actually closed the month of red, but inside month here, now you have the 2 potential daily. You did have the 2 up week, but they closed all time frames red, but you do have the inside month. So I want to take this inside month to the upside and get moving back through this range here. That's OKLO. Let's see if they want to use, again, another high volume on the last day of the month there. OKLO and DKNG, pretty high volume on the last day of the month. Yeah, big one there. 2 daily potential to get moving back into this pocket here. But again, kind of stuck. You would have loved to see that 2 week, boom, blast off. But stuck there in the middle. That's okay. We'll see what we got. PL, similar to Lunar. You have a nice explosive month. Let's see what's kind of stuck. Grindy in that pocket. Takes the 2 weekly. Boom, blast off. Earnings, 646464. What is that? Thursday. So could be a quick trade. I'm sure contracts are going to be expensive, but you do have a nice 2 daily in there for tomorrow. Poet made a real nice move, comes back, takes the inside week down. So you have the 1-2 down week. Huge move here. Just going to clear the whole drawing set there. Let's see. Now you got the potential bottom. Let's see what the low is here. Low 1151, 11.5 money. Cleans that guy out. Oh, no, let's do this. Cleans this guy out down here. Now let's see if they want to use a 2-2 daily to move this back up through here. So again, if you open up green tomorrow, you take the 2. Actually, it's a tiny days, but you take a 3-2 2-day to the upside. You'll be full time frame continuity green. So you want to see it take this 2-2 day up, and then potentially that 1-2-2 week to the upside there. Poet. Rocket Lab. Another nice one. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Now you have the 1-2-2 potential daily to push this thing right back into all-time highs. Been a little nice move here, kind of grindy. Still some actionable dailies, kind of grindy, kind of gappy, really. I mean, gap. So we'll see where they want to open it, but you do have a nice 2-2 potential daily to get that thing moving back in all-time highs. 151, you got about $7 a range. Would be nice to start the month off with a nice strong move out of Rocket Lab there. Then you have Serve. This one had a nice daily. So again, you have the double inside month. You actually have a 3-1-1 on the monthly. Had a 2-2 week. Tried to go. Couldn't go too far. Made a nice move here. 3. Now you have a 3-1 on the daily. So you're looking for this 3-1 on the daily to go and force to the upside. And then take this inside month, which cannot be that far away. Yep, so you're looking for that to take to break the first inside month and then move on to the next inside month here. Up at 10.5. So we will see what that wants to bring. Again, super clustered up in here. But again, if you can get a nice couple explosive daily moves, take that double inside month break to the upside. You've already ticked the bottom of these guys out here. Trying to get back up into... really trying to get back up into this pocket here and get this move somewhere up in there going. See how that looks on the weekly real quick. Oh, damn. I'm out of practice. Here we go. Something like that there on the weekly. So you could get a nice, look at all that. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Month and a half straight selling. Try to fight it back up, and now you just get the choppiness. That's the weekly. That looks pretty gross. But we'll see if they want to use this double inside month to get that thing moving to the upside there. SMR. I'm going to zoom in here. Another one kind of stuck. Made a real nice move a couple months ago. About a month and a half ago. Now you've got this mini broad information on the daily. You have the 3-1 on the monthly. So looking for the 3-1-2 to the upside break. Tried it last week. 2-2 week. They pushed this thing up into 13 on Friday. Sold it back down. They weren't paying. They were not going to pay out the $13 contracts on Friday. They pushed it up above at like 3 o'clock. They were just not going to pay those people out for the options players. But that's okay. You still got the 3-1 with tons of range to come back through the other way. So we will see if they want to get the whole nuclear theme going this month. Then you have Sound. I'm pretty sure that made a nice move. Yep. So 3 on the weekly. So you had the 2 up consecutive months. Then you had the 3 on the weekly. Nice move on Friday, so looking for this 2-up continuation to go 3-2 up on the weekly, and then keep pushing back through. That quarterly's got to look pretty decent. Another inside quarter. So could have some good inside quarters cooking. Have a little something like this on the quarterly broad information. Boom. And then you obviously want to come back up into this area here. A little something like that there on the quarterly, which let's see how that looks on the monthly. Not too shabby. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. Again, nuclear. I'm not going to get a specific list of stocks, but if you see anything as I'm going through the watch list that sticks out to you, that you like, that looks good to you, again, let's keep our eyes on the nuclear. And let's keep our eyes on Rocket Lab. And let's keep our eyes on Lunar. And we will see what this week brings for us. I guess going forward, what I could do is I could make a little side... Could make a little side watch list of the ones that have the actionables, so while I'm going through it, I can go. Actually, I'll just do it right now. Man, I don't know. Let's just call it options. All right, let's just buzz through this bad lad real quick. Maybe. Nope. Maybe. Yep. Most of these should have pretty decent spreads too. They're pretty liquid names that people are generally trading a good amount. Do like that one. Come on. Lunar. Meta was the inside weekday day. That's going to be expensive. Very expensive, I guarantee it. And NE, so I guess there were more than I thought. NVIDIA was a nope. OKLO was a yep. Earnings, probably not an ideal one. That was a yep. Big yep. And I'd like an actual daily, but you could also watch the monthly on that one. And then same thing. Yeah. So this is kind of guess what I'm looking at for the options. What I do is I have my watch list here, and what I do is I keep it up. This is the only watch list I'm really watching. When I see a day in force, then I'll analyze the situation. So haven't been really composing a watch list. I've just been keeping this together, and then when something goes in force, that's when it draws my attention. But if I'm going to start doing these videos again, I'll work on developing a better watch list that I keep on the side that just has the daily actionable setups. So I've got for you guys today. If you got any questions, please reach out. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter, so please follow me on Twitter. If I see something trigger daily, trigger weekly, I will do my best to put it on Twitter. I want to hear from you guys. I know it took a long time off, but market's going to be open forever. Guess what? Every Monday to Friday, market's open. So it's not going anywhere. Sharpen your skills. We'll stay strong. Keep trading. Let's have a good week.